Now, one of the things that this time period actually gives us, we get a lot of turn of phrases from battlefields during this time period. Has anybody ever called you a flash in the pan? It comes from the muskets. The side dish called the pan is where the initial crack needs to go off. If that goes off, but your touch hole to the barrel is plugged, you get a flash in the pan. You're all slow, no action. The other thing as well is with these muskets, you want to make sure that your flint is good and sharp so that you can get a good spark off of it. If it is not sharp enough, you may have to do something called napping, where you take a metal tool and you tap at it to get a new fresh edge. So if anybody's told you don't get caught napping, they're referring to napping a flint. If you are napping your flint, you can't shoot back. Don't get caught napping. Now, the American pursuit in 1813, what made them stop here at Stoney Creek and set up camp is that they saw that the British had prepared defensive positions, and they were concerned about attacking a fortified position without support, believing that the Navy would come and they could even just ignore them and land behind them. Their big concern when attacking a fortification is cannon fire. Cannonballs are extremely deadly, like guns like the ones you see on the battlefield today were during the time period, and found that at a range of 400 yards, they could cut through, I believe it was 13 men. So quite the effective weapon, having a solid iron ball cleave through these tight ranks. But of course, a person during assault, they might use something called cannon. Imagine, if you will, a burlap bag or a tin can filled with lead marbles, basically, musket balls, and when you fired it, it turned it into a giant shotgun. Men who experienced it said that when it was coming at you, it sounded like locusts descending upon the pharaohs of old, and when it hit men, it sounded like fabric being torn. It was an absolutely gruesome weapon that no man would want to come anywhere near if they didn't have to. Now, the officers here are doing what is known as a parley. It was quite common after engagements for parleys to be done, mostly for the treatment of the field. Treatment of the field was basically deciding what would happen to the wounded, what would happen to prisoners, and the dead on the field. Typically, whoever held the field was responsible for the burial and the dealing of wounded and the dead.
Oh, Dad. No. It's just that big. Oh my God. Now. She's got shots, but it's not real. It's like, how much is it? Probably just plastic. Plastic's good.
Wow.
What is that even worse 30?